Hello everyone, myself R.R. Roshni, lecturer of mathematics from Sajas Buri Dhamda, is going to explain you a topic of complex numbers. It is a topic of class 11th. So, before going to the topic, before understanding what complex number actually is, we will go back to a short figure which explains us about different types of numbers. We have to know how complex number came into its existence, why we need complex numbers. So for that we will go back to the numbers. So basically this is the natural numbers starting from 1, 2, 3 and 2 up to infinity. Then comes whole numbers that takes 0 also, then up to infinity. I am explaining this also because it is needed in this topic. So in whole number there was 0, 1, 2 and up to infinity. Now comes integers. Integers contains negative numbers. We all know that. Also integers contains negative number but not those numbers which are in P by Q form. P by Q form number means they are rational numbers. So rational numbers, after that rational numbers, these are in the form of P by Q. But again we have some numbers like root 2 or pi. So where all these numbers will go, root 2 and pi, it is not in the P by Q form. So it will go in the real number column. Okay, this will go real number in real number column. So this is root 2, pi and so on. We will use it. Then now we are having root over numbers with negative number. Root number which are in negative form. So these are not the real numbers. This will come under the imaginary numbers. The numbers which are imaginary are actually known as the complex numbers. So this is the concept of complex number. Now I'll explain you again that how and in which way that complex number came into its existence. So we all know the basic formula of quadratic equation. That is, we need to find the value of x. To find the value of x, when we solve the equations, we have to find the value of x. So by using this formula, x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this is the important quadratic formula for finding the value of x. Now if we are solving the question using this formula, we will get answers in 3 different forms, either in the 3 different forms. So the first form will be if d greater than 0. Now what is this d? This d means the discriminant, the value which we get by solving this part. This is the discriminant value, d greater than 0. Then we will get real and distinct roots of the equation. I am not writing whole. Real and distinct roots of equation. Okay. If d equals to 0, equals to the discriminant equals to 0, we will get real and equal roots of the equation. Now the last one is if. Basically we get these answers very easily. Now the last one is if d less than 0. In this condition we will get no real roots. No real roots. So this is the case. This is the case how complex numbers came into its existence. Now if we solve the value of x using the quadratic equation, we will get, if I'll get some root number, it will go under this real and equal roots. Now if that root number is negative, any number, minus 1 or root over minus 2 or any number, it will come under this part, and for that we have to know about the complex numbers, which I am going to define you with the help of PPTs in this video. So before solving some questions related to complex numbers, we will know in detail what are actually the complex numbers. So the numbers in the form of a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers and I equals to under root minus 1. This I is also known as iota. This is collectively known as complex number and it is generally denoted by small letter z. And the value of small letter z is z equals to a plus ib. Now what is a? A is the real part and ib, that is the imaginary part. I is the imaginary part. Okay. So the definition of complex number goes like this. A complex number can be defined as an ordered pair of real numbers and denoted by the symbol bracket a comma b. So the ordered pair of real number means it is in ordered form. That is, the real part is in one side and the imaginary part is in the other side. So where a is the real part and small b is the imaginary part of the complex number z. Now we can also write it as a as real part of z and b by imaginary part of z, that is rez and imz. Now we will see the flow chart of z equals to a plus ib. It is in the three forms. That is, one is if b equal to 0, we will get z as purely real, and if a equal to 0, we will get the value of z as purely imaginary, and if b is not equal to 0, then we will get the value of z as imaginary. Now we will have some interesting values of iota, that is the integral powers of iota. I equals to under root minus 1 is called the imaginary unit. Also, I square equals to minus 1, I cube equal to minus I, and I to the power 4 equals to 1. Also, we have algebra of complex numbers, addition of complex numbers. Inside this topic, we are having properties of additions of complex number. So in the properties, we will have commutative law, associative law, and additive identity law, as I have explained it in the PPT. So moving on to next, there is a note point I have given in the box, that is, two complex numbers are said to be equal if and only if their real parts and imaginary parts are separately equal. That means a plus ib equal to c plus id only if and only if a equal to c and b equals to d. That is, a is the real part and c is the real part. If they both are equal, then the two complex numbers are said to be equal. And in the same case, if the imaginary part, that is b equals to d, they both are equal, then we will have the two complex numbers equal. Similarly, we have the properties for subtraction of complex number. So now we will be solving some questions with the chalk and duster method. Let's go. I hope you understood the PPTs explained by me. Now we will be solving some questions based on addition of complex numbers. So add the two complex numbers 2 plus 3i and minus 9 minus 2i. This is the very basic question. I am starting with very basic question. So here is the solution. We will solve it like this. First of all, we will write what it is given. So it is given 2 plus 3i plus minus 9 minus 2i. Okay. Now we will be solving this. It is very simple. Plus into, we will open the bracket first. Plus into minus is minus 9 minus 2i. Now we will solve the real parts together and the imaginary parts together. So if you want, you can write togetherly to increase your steps. 2 minus 9 plus 3i minus 2i. Now the real parts are aside and the imaginary parts are in one side. So 2 minus 9 is minus 7 plus I. This is the answer. This is how we will solve the questions. Now moving on to next, this is evaluate 2 root 3 plus 5i plus root 3 minus 7i. Again an easy question. What it is given? 2 root 3 plus 5i plus root 3 minus 7i. We will solve it opening the bracket first. 2 root 3 plus 5i plus root 3 minus 7i. As we have solved before, we will put the imaginary parts in one side and the real parts in one side to make it easy and to increase your steps. 2 root 3 plus root 3 plus 5i minus 7i. 2 root 3 plus 3 root 3, 3 root 3, and here it is minus 2i. We got the answer. That's simple. Now the next question. What is the sum of the squares of real part of z and imaginary part of z in z equals to 3, 7 plus 7i plus I, 7 plus 7i? We have to solve this. First we have to understand the question. It is asked, what is the sum of the squares? First we will solve this and we will find the square and then we will solve. Okay. So it is given z equals to 3, 7 plus 7i plus I, 7 plus 7i. Okay. Now for solving this, we will multiply this 3 with both this and this, then I with this and this, and we will go on. 3 7s are 21 plus 21i plus 7i plus 7i square. Now be careful, it is I square. We know the formula of I square. We know the value of I square. Okay. 21 plus this is 28i and here it is minus 7. How? Because I square equals to minus 1. We know the value of I square. Now from there 21 minus 7 is 14 plus 28i. The value of z is 14 plus 28i. Now they are asking about the squares, sum of squares. Now we have found the sum. Now we will find the square. Okay, it will go like this. Real part of z square plus imaginary part of z square. This they have asked, real part of z and imaginary part of z. We will write it like this. Then we will put the value of z here. It is 14 square plus 28 square. 14 square is 196 plus 28 square is 784. And we will solve it and we will get the answer as 980. This is how we will solve this question. Now let us solve another question. Express the complex number 1 plus I plus minus 1 plus 6i in the standard form a plus ib. This type of question is very important because they are asking for the standard form. Okay. So we will solve. First of all, we will write what it is given. 1 plus I plus minus 1 plus 6i. Okay. Now we will solve it as usual. Open the bracket. Plus minus is minus 1 plus 6i. Okay. This is cancelled. Plus 1 and minus 1. What it is left? 1i plus 6i. Okay. We will get it as 7i. 7i. Now they have asked you to write it in the standard form of complex number. So it is only the imaginary part. There is no real part. So write it as 0 plus 7i. Okay. Which is the required form. Okay. Moving on to next question. They have asked you for finding the additive inverse of minus 5 plus I7. Okay, iota 7 given z equals to minus 5 plus I7. The additive, you have to write the step like this to increase your steps. The additive inverse of z equals to minus z, we will write it like this and like this also. So put the value of z here, minus outside minus 5 plus I7, multiply minus inside, minus minus plus, minus plus minus. This is the additive inverse, 5 minus I7. Now the last question is find the difference between the complex numbers 2 plus 3i from minus 9 minus 2i. This is the question based on subtraction of complex numbers. Okay. So we will be solving. First of all, we will write what it is given. So note it is written from. So that means we have to take the second term first and then solve it. Minus 9 minus 2i minus 2 plus 3i. We will be solving opening the brackets. Okay. Now as we have done it earlier, we will put the imaginary parts in one side and the real parts in one side. That will help you to solve it much better without any confusion. Minus 9 minus 2 minus 2i minus 3i. Minus 9 minus 2 is minus 11 and here it is minus 5i. This is the answer. I hope you all have understood the concept of complex numbers. We will be studying it further in a later video. Thank you.